We're live
Bro,
now, but I
yes,
mean, bro,
sir.
they gave up 425 rushing yards in a football game, Josh.
That game last week, bro. It's just crazy, bro, because the only game I went to was probably their best game of the year.
That's the only game that we won,
And
bro.
it's crazy.
I didn't realize, bro. 6 games in 2 years. That's literally. You're telling me that I've been to every home game just about. We've only won two home games since I've been here. Like
That's crazy. I was with you for one.
for one,
That's crazy. And you don't win the I'm literally talking to you. I'm going to the game.
bro. The
It's
only three home games. Duke, and that wasn't even no. Matter of fact, that wasn't even him. That was Healy. Gardner Webb was their only win. That's a D1 AA school, and ECU.
I mean, bro, and I respect. I would just tell you, it gives me hope that they made the move now. Like, I don't like small schools when it comes to finding coaches. They might fire their coach a little late, and so then you're picking from a different pool.
Yeah,
The pool that they're picking from right now, it's only going to get deeper. You know what I'm saying? So they're able to see
Josh,
everything.
when I saw when I saw the Florida Atlantic head coach get fired, oh, I knew at 2 o'clock. I said, "Oh, he's getting fired." I'm like, bro, I think he's a better coach, and they're doing bad. So there's no reason for Charlotte to keep him.
Well, he's bigger programs. You know, Herman came from Texas and all those other schools. It take a lot to be a coach at FAU. You know what I'm saying? You got to everybody's not Lane Kiffin.
Luke.
What Lane was doing at FAU, bro, you really got to be that guy. You got to be willing to be. So we're gonna see both of those jobs. I mean, bro, the UNC Charlotte job isn't bad.
No,
To me, I feel like you got a whole talent pool that you're not even. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tap into Tennessee some.
Our
you can
problem
tap
is not
Carolina.
It's not talent. It's structure.
Yep.
It's structure. It's structure. It starts at the top. That's why Indiana's so good. Their players are good too, but the structure, the organization, how stuff is ran, the accountability, the standard. The standard is the standard.
The standard is, and somebody has to come in, and that's what I would love to hire. He may not be the person that wins you the big games, but there still isn't a foundation set, and that's crazy that you're going through a fourth coach and you don't have a foundation set. Like, there's got to be a baseline.
Exactly.
6 wins, bro. At minimum, we expect 8 wins every 2 years at the minimum. That's 4. That's at least 4 wins.
We expect to be at 5 games fighting for a
bowl. You want to do 5? Yeah. Well, that should be the goal, bro. 5 fighting for a bowl game. That should be your goal every year as a coach.
Not my words. These are not my words. These are his. When he got hired, he said he's thinking playoff and bowl game. That's what he said. This is not our words. This is his words.
Well, I think he bit off a little bit more than he could chew, and it's a humbling experience when coaches go down, bro. Because that's one thing about football to me. With all sports, where I always tell people when coaches get fired, I've been an assistant coach before, so I understand. Okay, you know what I'm saying? There's things got to change. Oh my God, is that a new tee?
Every time.
Yeah,
every time we win, man. Look, I gotta buy one. You know.
What is that one?
This is the Heisman shirt for Travis Hunter, but this is DMVR's one. This isn't Travis Hunter's from Rock'em Socks. This is the DMVR brand.
Who is DMVR?
DMVR is the #1 show that's locked on to CU Buffs, man.
CU Buffs. Okay. I see what's going on. I mean, I've seen the back. I seen some video this weekend of like the whole setup that they got and what all goes into the social media team over there. So what you got to have, bro? It's 2024. You got to be able to adapt for these kids and put the content out immediately.
Facts. I can't see.
So if y'all want to put this better, go ahead and take Houston money line and Nico to score a touchdown. I promise you, he's gonna score a touchdown. So if you want, Not we just went for a fake punt and didn't get it.
Put me
Yes,
in there.
sir.
Lock me in for
It's
$20.
locked up right now. It's locked up. Can't do it. But I
Oh my
got you.
God, fake punt.
Word.
What a
He might score in a second.
yeah. He's gonna score while we're on the show.
What did I tell you?
And we'll
13
move
and a half.
Oh, bro,
told
they're
you.
gonna smack them.
I told you there was no world where I was taking Dallas.
They might not win another game this year. Only game they'll be favoring is the Panthers.
Let me see something.
Yeah,
Ship said it's rigged. You had him for a touchdown, Ship?
Stop. Yeah,
He
I'm
had
taking.
Nico for a touchdown.
I had Joe Mixon too, but Nico scoring.
All right, T. Madam, please have a seat. Please.
Hey,
Fact.
wouldn't it be crazy if all three of the teams that we got up all the time make the playoffs? The Buffs, the Hurricanes, and Clemson somehow sneak in there?
I think they would.
Crazy.
I
know Ship really
I'm
LSU
trying to
fan,
be
but they're
nice
not getting in.
year.
At all.
I don't see how Clemson gets in unless Miami loses. It would be the only way. It would only have to be. Then Pitt would have it.
Yeah, Clemson only getting in if they somehow win the ACC.
Poor Dabo, man.
And it's crazy because like Clemson is one of the teams that this playoff was made for to never miss it.
It was made for them to not miss it, and even the Penn States of the world.
It was made for them, for Bama to never miss, Georgia never miss, Ohio State to never miss, Michigan, if they good, they never miss,
Texas.
Oregon never miss. And it was also made for teams with a lot of money like Ole Miss to get in. From my perspective.
And Notre Dame continues to finesse their way in. Somebody needs to make them declare.
Well, let's start there then. Ole Miss versus Florida. We'll start with the 13 and a half point teasers because them shit's been rocking.
They've been rocking.
Those the ones. Bro, I don't know what it is, but you got to have at least 2 touchdowns. That's the only way nowadays.
Like, especially if you get a game like this, like Ole Miss. So we're getting Ole Miss plus 3.5 versus Florida. I'm taking. Yeah. I like them with the regular spread. I love the spot because I think Florida's riding high. I think they're an okay team. I don't think they've played anybody like Ole Miss. Anybody. I mean, anybody. Not CJ. Wow, CJ Stroud threw a pick and that was the Nico touchdown we needed.
Bro, they've been riding high. They won a couple games. I'm happy for them. I'll tell you this. It looks different over there. It looks like people are getting coached. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll give Billy Napier that. He's not on the high seat. It's cool. They're not winning this game. So
they're not. Ole Miss, we said Ole Miss will have 2 losses, and they've got their 2, and they beat teams. They beat the team that they weren't supposed to. So they're not losing anymore. So I like Ole Miss. I like Ole Miss as a lock. Like any ticket with Ole Miss should hit. I like them up to 10. I like them up to 10.
I like them up to 10. I like them up to 10.
I was sitting here doing the math in my head, like 13. Oh, so it's right at 10. I like it right there.
Yeah, I like
and that's saying a lot for Florida. Like I need Florida to understand, like that's not bad. Like losing to Ole Miss by 10 at home isn't bad. That's not bad.
4 weeks ago.
The last 2 weeks, I've been just going to Team Rank and just looking at what do you give up on the ground per game, because that shit is like the root of all evil. If you're giving up 210 yards per game on the ground, everything's working. We don't have to pass on you. We don't have to pass.
Playbook wide open.
I just think they're gonna be able to run. Ole Miss is gonna be able to run the ball.
No,
I don't understand why LSU didn't run the ball the other game.
Because we don't run the ball. That's not what we
I'll
do.
say this: 4 weeks ago, this would have been a 25-point spread.
Absolutely.
And I also say this: this is the best offense that Ole Miss had. I mean, that Florida has faced since Miami.
Bro,
it's another test at home.
Damn. I think
24
is too low, bro.
I do
I
too.
think
They probably win by 13, 14,
I think
bro.
they're gonna cruise through this game.
It'll never be in doubt. It'll just be, they'll score twice. Oh, Florida finally get their score off. They'll kick a field goal here or there. It's still Lagway, bro. He's still young. You know what I'm
They'll be
saying?
about 10.5.
Yeah, I like that. All
I
right.
like 10 at the half too. I mess around with that.
13-point Colorado plus 10. I was like, there's no way Colorado's losing by 10 points.
We already
Hey,
talked
Josh.
about what I say
Hey,
about
Josh.
Kansas. You got your win.
But I do think Kansas plus 16 is good enough. My only concern with Colorado and Kansas, I just hate teams like Kansas at this time of the
They
year.
get hot.
They hot.
Yeah, and they want to play tough and they want to ruin your. Just lay down. Play Kansas State next week, tough, please. Just
Right.
We already.
Just lay
They
down.
play Kansas State next week. We're there. This is my narrative.
I thought they already played Kansas State.
So
They
what
almost
play?
beat. They almost
Oh, they
beat
did
Kansas
beat-
State. That was the team that got them on this track. That was the last loss they had. They got them on this track. But I'll say this about Kansas: they are a better team than their record shows.
Oh, 100%.
However, I
Baylor,
think Colorado
they-
can. I think Colorado will stop them 4 to 5 times throughout the game, but I don't see them being able to stop
No, they're not gonna
Colorado
stop
that many
Colorado.
times, right? This is not the type of team that Colorado just has a crazy tough time with. They have a quarterback they can run, but I don't think that Colorado's going to have a crazy tough time with them. And also this, I'm so glad to have you on this side, Ship Fine Bomb.
no, it's still got to look a certain way. I went downstairs to see if my Heisman Travis Hunter shirt came in, but I guess it's in the mailbox. No, I'm with him. It's looking certain. I told you when it starts looking a certain way. Okay, baby. It's starting to look a certain way. I'm cool with it. It's just that all the rah-rah, I wasn't with all that, and then it didn't look a certain way. But the Big 12 did. The Big
He
12,
recruited too.
All I know is in the summertime it was, nah, man, you got to make sure he coaching the actual game. Like, there's too much glitz and glamours around it.
It
Gotta
was.
be actual game.
It was.
I'm like,
We
bro,
talked
they
about it
straight,
though.
bro.
There was always a scenario where they had 2 losses and it was hectic for everybody because you got to go out there and stop that. When it comes down to, I feel like people, it's all fun and games until it's on the field with you. They put points up, bro, and they're gonna keep putting points up, and they put pressure on you to not make mistakes because you got to put points up. And when teams do that, that's tough. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: Warren Sapp coaching his ass off. I don't know what they got into him in that D line, but he coaching his ass off over there, bro.
You know what? Sapp is one of them guys who is, athletic and gifted and everything, but he can actually coach because he studied the game so well. And he also he wasn't like a number 1 pick type of defensive lineman who just like a Jadeveon Clowney, clone type of shit. He had to really go out there, work his stuff, so.
But when he got to Miami, he was a tight end, bro. Like,
so,
you know what I'm saying? Warren Sapp
is Colorado winning this game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kansas already got that win, bro. They got it last week. The last 2 weeks. It's over.
Oh, my God. My shit must be behind.
Wow, what happened?
Cooper Rush. Pick. Like I said.
That's what we want.
All right.
Keep my money going.
Here's the most interesting one. Indiana plus 25 or Ohio State plus 1.
Both sides, bro.
Yeah, I like both sides, but they're not rinsing Indiana by 25. Indiana's good, brother. People got to stop this. No, they're not getting beat by 25, but Ohio State's not losing.
They're not losing.
Ohio State can't score enough to beat a team like Indiana by 25.
Yeah, no. They want to play defense. They want to score 28 points. Indiana wants to play defense and score 40, but they can get into a puncher match. We've seen that with. They can get to a punch man. They got into it with Michigan. It was kind of shaky, but I expect Kurt to kind of tighten that up. I would not be surprised if Indiana's up 7-0 in this game in the first quarter and lose 28-24, something like that, or 35-14. 42,
They
whatever.
they gonna lose because they getting tired because they get tired of getting leaned on towards the end of the
Yeah,
game.
I
They
can go
gonna give
see
up the
Ohio State.
ghost. They gonna give up the ghost last 9 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I
Whatever.
can go see Ohio State has the depth over them in the talent,
Yeah.
but I
Yep.
think I hate to say this. I think Indiana's better coach. I don't think they got a better coaching staff. I think I think Indiana's just a well-oiled machine. I can't sit here and say Ohio State doesn't have a good coaching staff because boy
They
do
got-
they.
They have-
So I think out of respect, that's why I'm picking Indiana off the strength of the coaching staff. They're not getting rinsed. I don't think Kurt's ever got rinsed by 25 points. Like he's going to have those. They had a bye week last
Bro,
week.
you know, so we went through this. We went and looked at him like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
We literally went through and looked at
I
everything
think
with
his
James
biggest
Madison.
loss like 17 points. He's
By
not
17 points was his biggest loss.
he's not getting the regular teaser. I like Indiana. I like both sides, especially on FanDuel. If you kind of make your own lines, I like both of those. So my next one up is Boise -10 versus Wyoming, and Wyoming gives up 269 yards a game on the ground and 7 yards a carry.
That's pretty simple.
That's an accident waiting to happen. What Madden used to say? What happens when the unstoppable force meets an immovable object? But
Yeah.
this is what happens when an unstoppable force meets a very movable object.
Yeah, bro. Like,
An extremely
That's,
movable object.
So
who else does Boise play, bro? Like, why are they playing Wyoming?
okay, stop. Jalen,
That's a conference game.
Oh my God, turn up, T.
They got you answering fake phone calls.
Yep, and she's about to give him the
pick
phone.
up the phone. Gentry is definitely about to go crazy on these guys.
Especially after how they played last week. They had a lot of turnovers. I think this will be a get-right game for Boise.
Okay, so -10.
I'll take it.
Absolutely.
Okay, here's one of my favorite teams, Texas State. Man, they are really good. They're playing.
They're good as hell.
They're playing
Texas
Georgia
State got that
State.
new coach.
They do.
Georgia State.
He won't be that much longer.
I bet against teams that suck at the run. Georgia State is giving up 250 yards a game. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, ninth to the bottom in stopping the run. And Texas State is coming to this town averaging 40 points a game.
Yeah, what's the spread on this?
I think the regular score is like 20.5, with the teaser
Yeah,
7.
I take them with 7. Yep, I'll take that all day.
All
Yeah,
day.
they're really good. Every week they do the same thing.
Alabama -1 or OU.
Why is the spread so low?
That's what, like, it's not low, but it's just like you're telling me I'm getting
It's
Alabama
low,
just
bro.
to win the game.
I'm gonna tell you why. Oklahoma had the hardest SEC schedule, so people are acting as if they're worse than they actually are. Like
think
that, all of that craziness and debacle culture over there and run that program is fake because they had the toughest schedule. Texas had the easiest schedule.
For
They
sure.
got the toughest one.
Georgia had a tough schedule too.
Dude,
So
and then they keep going between quarterbacks.
yeah, okay, I'll leave that one alone. Yeah, bruh.
I'm gonna take. I think Alabama's the clear pick though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
It's the only pick that I feel comfortable with.
Yeah, they're gonna win, but that's just part of like what the schedule is for them. Like Oklahoma had.
I mean,
to play
It's at
Tennessee.
home though, right? It's in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I see why it's low.
Like they had to play Tennessee, Texas, Ole Miss, and Missouri already.
And now
now they got Bama, and then they got LSU.
they got to play LSU next week.
Yes.
Damn.
Could you
look at
imagine looking at
SEC.
that schedule in the summertime? Looking at that.
Well, the thing is, I'd like to see what Texas schedule looks like next year. Then, if they hit them with it this year, then I'm sure the Texas got it next year.
No, Texas is for sure.
Also they play Auburn this year. So Auburn is not good. We know that, but like in the summertime, imagine being that coach looking at that schedule.
I'm a segue into that. I was looking into Auburn. Statistically, they are not good. However, it's because of their turnovers. They literally should have the same record as South Carolina. Literally, they should have the same record as South Carolina, but they just turned their quarterback turns. They had 3 straight games where he turned the ball over 5 times.
I'm glad you said 5.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
5,
I'm glad you're
bro.
saying this while Jalen not on here though.
Yeah,
I already told you.
I could tell when he was saying that about Auburn today. The ship had some good stuff for Auburn. Bro, if they don't turn the ball over, they're pretty much
because they can play defense.
They play good defense. Well, playing them at home is like a scheduled loss almost because you gotta muster up 25 points. You get that, you can win.
Texas -8 versus Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, which Kentucky gonna show up?
Bro, that's the hardest part about Kentucky.
Texas,
they either give it up or try to fight.
Kentucky is giving up 236 yards on the ground the last 3 games.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Texas. I take that because they lost to Florida by 28. So,
and it's at Texas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they might get some home cooking. They're gonna make that at least.
Okay. Penn State. Here's another tricky one. But James Franklin doesn't lose this game. Penn State +1.5.
This isn't tricky. Penn State's gonna win this game. Penn State don't lose to nobody but Ohio State and Michigan.
Ohio State and fucking Michigan.
And you can probably throw Oregon in there maybe this year, but other than that, man, yeah.
Okay. Here's one of mine that Tennessee -30 versus UTEP. Bro, listen. When Tennessee don't play that, go look at their schedule when they didn't play the SEC. They put every last one of them teams in a fucking blender, literally in a fucking blender. Josh, why are you on 2 screens? What's going on?
My you got to take it off the other one. My the iPad died on me.
Notre Dame -3.5 versus Army.
Yep, taking Notre Dame.
I think this is very similar to the last time people wanted to give Notre Dame about to beat the shit.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think Notre Dame about to rinse Army, bro. I watched Army. North Texas should have beat their ass, but they got to the red zone 3 times and fucking threw picks. So,
bro, threw picks in the red zone. Not just any picks, bro. You can throw picks
on the 5-yard line 3 times.
Throwing picks inside the 20 is insane. Multiple.
They threw 2 picks on the red zone, and they fumbled on the 3-yard line 3 times, bro. And they should have beat Army. They were playing that triple. I watched that whole game. Joe Mixon. Can I get?
You're not about to run a triple option and beat Notre Dame.
Joe Mixon for any time touchdown. He gets the 1.
They might have handed back to him.
So. Yeah, I know Army QB was hurt, but I mean, what the hell is a QB? I mean,
it's triple option.
It's just triple option. He runs it good.
It's all about the decision making. You know, the quick decision.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. That motherfucker. He know what he doing with that option. Yeah. So, but Notre Dame plays Army and Navy like every year. There's not something that they just don't know how to stop, and they're better. Yeah. Legit, they're better than them.
They're really good against the triple option. I noticed that when they played that game in Ireland last year. And they fucked them boys over last year.
They simplify that stuff.
They do. And I just really think that this is going to be great for Colorado because, like, Army is undefeated and creeping down in the rankings. And it's going to be the first 4 conference champions who get those the top ranked 4 to get the bye, right? And then the 5th rank or the 6th ranked conference champion, you know,
home game.
The 5th ranked one will get in, but they can be ranked anywhere, and the 6th one could be ranked anywhere too if they get in. And so if Army was sneak in to be the 4th ranked, Colorado will be either like 12th seed or out of there. So this is gonna be good for us.
Army's not going. I'm telling you that right now because their season's over. Go ahead and head to the Army, the Commander-in-Chief Bowl. You're done. So
Joe Mixon got that touchdown though.
Well, you know, I forgot.
He already got one. I should have took him for 2. That was the smart bet.
Nico scoring too, so I don't care.
How many points did he score in this game?
You see, I put that bet in the chat. I took Texas minus 13.5. I told people all week.
They're definitely winning by 2 touchdowns. We're not. Trey Lance might need to play today.
I said that too. I said Cooper Rush is probably not going to finish the game.
He's cooked.
He stinks. What do you have Cooper Rush?
Jones is my backup next year.
What do you have Cooper Rush in for? He's not your future. Just put Trey Lance in and just let him try.
Your future is at home with his wife.
Facts. All right, so we pretty much I'll put those out for the 13. We got SMU plus 3.5 versus Virginia.
Yes.
Virginia, let's see what they're giving up on the ground.
I would just play this ticket.
This is so this is my only thing with this Larry.
Virginia's done this. They've been doing this.
SMU just wins. They win, and they're in the ACC championship game. So this is the reason why I would sprinkle a little bit of money line on Virginia. Bro.
Just a little bit. I just want to say that shit.
It never fails, bro. When you just gotta win one game and you're playing a shitty team. It just so happened they turned into the 86 Bears. And in the 2019 LSU Tigers, they scoring 500 points. And
I watched it live. I had to bet
seen it.
10 wins. I couldn't even get my live bet.
So I've seen it. So I'm gonna take that off because I can see it happening. And then that opens the door. It opens the door for Clemson. Like that makes money.
But look, and then it puts pressure on Miami next week at Syracuse.
And that's gonna be another game.
And that's gonna be another game. That's gonna be
so I would not be surprised. They're undefeated. No, they lost one game to BYU.
Undefeated in the conference.
Yeah, so I would not be surprised they fuck around and lose.
Virginia just did this to somebody. They just beat Pitt.
Hey, look, I hear y'all, but at the end of the day, have y'all not seen what SMU is doing to that conference?
I said just sprinkle a little bit in there.
They're playing a different brand of football.
Just sprinkle in.
Okay. We're gonna see.
I can put that. I'm gonna put that on my ticket, Ship. I take that on my ticket.
Oh, it's going on the ticket, but I'm sprinkling a little Virginia.
So what do we say about the Tennessee minus 30?
I can do 25, bro.
You said what?
I can do 25.
No, sir.
I'm gonna tell you why I do the 430. This is one of them confidence games. All the SEC teams got a confidence game going into this last gauntlet, and Tennessee needs this game to end in a confident way so they can be geared up for the college football playoffs in their last game.
Who they play last?
Are
they in the SEC championship?
No, sir. They're not going. They're just in the playoff. Tennessee They play Texas El Paso. Vandy's the last.
They might not score.
Vandy, okay, look at it. Let me read you off this. Listen to this. This is UTEP. 7-40 to Nebraska. 10-28 to Liberty. Colorado State beat them 17-27 on a 3-game losing streak. South Utah, D1 AA team, beat them 24-27. Sam Houston beat them 21-41. Western Kentucky beat them 17-44. Florida International, they beat 30-21. They lost to Louisiana Tech 10-14. Middle Tennessee 13-10. They beat Kennesaw State 43-25, and they have to play Tennessee? Are you kidding me? Let me tell you what Tennessee did to everybody not in the SEC. Chattanooga 69-3. NC State 51-10. Kent State 71-0. Everybody that was in the SEC played them tough.
I might do this separate by itself and just do a minus 30 straight.
They're beating them niggas by they're gonna beat them by.
It might be. I like the value in doing that pick straight.
Because Tennessee can't not get into the SEC championship game because they're sitting at like 4 behind Texas A&M, and Georgia. Texas and Georgia are not going to lose.
Yeah.
So they're not going to get into the game, and so they need style points. They
Or
got to
Ole
beat the
Miss.
crap out of this team. They need style points. You
Yeah,
can't go in there and say we only beat UTEP by 21. Like,
So, all right. So we're good with that. I'll put those 13 points around. Moving along.
Oh yeah, my people. I'm good for a humble 17 this weekend.
No, sir. Not taking you with no fucking points.
Don't care
can't
what you have to
stop
say.
me.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people on the show. I can't
You-
stop anybody. No. Have a good day. Don't, I'll clip this up later.
Josh. Bro,
that's tripping because
they
they
can't
cannot
fuck-
stop anybody.
and Wake Forest is just a gimmicky ass team. So this, I would take the over in that game. Because I've seen teams just go up and down the field on them. Bama -7 versus Oklahoma.
Yeah, I would take that. Jalen Milroe is on his thing right now. Is on his thing thistle right now, boy. He balling.
JMU. I love JMU versus App. I
Definitely
remember
taking JMU.
I forgot to put them on. I got them on the 13-point teaser +6. Remember, I'll tell you, App can't stop any type of run, and that's what JMU does well. Colorado plus
70.
Colorado +4.5.
Yes.
Obviously, SMU -2.5. I'm not touching that. You can.
I'll take that.
I like the Tennessee -30. I think they're gonna beat them like no bullshit. I think they're gonna beat them like 60-3, 60-10. I would not be surprised. They're gonna.
One more thing about SMU. I think SMU is playing in a different type of mindset than a lot of these other teams. And that's from an administrative standpoint.
Yeah.
Like from the GM, from the president of the school to the athletic director to the GM of the team to the head coach, because they are paying to be in the ACC right now. They're not getting paid. They're paying to be there. And so we're paying to beat y'all ass. We're not playing, you know?
Yeah, they don't get start. That start 2025, right? Or
they got to pay right now.
Yeah, they don't start getting paid next year.
At least I think they got to pay the first year or two, something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna ride with it. I'll keep it there. Indiana +19 or Ohio State -5.
I'll take Indiana plus 19.
Texas State -13 versus Georgia State.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, hold on. I think hold on. I might got that wrong. SMU plays
Virginia.
Yeah, okay. I thought they played Boston College. They already rinsed Boston College.
Mm-hmm.
Washington State versus Oregon State. That's a personal pick for me, just because Oregon State cannot stop the fucking run. They're like dead last.
Yeah, Washington.
And then
Washington State's about to be Pac-12 champs.
And they just lost. So now with the regular spread, no, this game is definitely about to get out of control. This game will not see me past 10-15. I will be clocked. So the regular spread. All right. SMU -9.5. Me personally don't like that. Miami -24 versus Wake. No. They might beat them by at least 2 touchdowns, but god damn, they got to stop somebody.
Yeah.
Colorado 2.5. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Turpin touchdown. It's coming.
They're actually playing good defense right now. Colorado is.
Ole Miss -10. We like that. JMU -7 versus App. See, the only thing is,
I'm not overthinking that.
Okay, say no more. Say no more. I like Penn State, but not by 11.5. God damn.
No, I wouldn't have taken that.
Indiana plus 13.
Now we're starting to get tight.
Yeah, it's going to be right around there. But I don't feel comfortable taking Ohio State if it minus 13 either. If Ohio State wins by 13, it's literally going to be the fourth quarter. Like
I
it's
think they win by
literally
10.
It's
Yeah,
literally,
but I'm not going. I wouldn't bet on it, but I think they win by 10.
yeah, I think they win by. I'm gonna say something crazy. I think they win by 12.
Mm.
It's going to be something funky like that. Watch. I can see that. I can see them, Larry, being up by 19 or 20, and Indiana getting a touchdown to cut the lead to 12-13, something like that. But it's going to be close, bro. It's going to be. They're 100% not winning, but it's going to be. Both sides are okay.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia minus 42. See, the only problem with that Georgia shit, they like to call the dogs off. They're in the playoffs. Like they don't need style points. They're in
No,
the
they
play.
don't.
Oh, this is the one I kind of wanted to talk about. I don't get it, bro. Auburn, Texas A&M is only a 2.5 point favorite at Auburn. Oh my God, they're definitely getting beat by 50. Then
Yeah,
UMass
they
just
are.
fired coach. Texas A&M plays Auburn. The spread's only 2.5.
Take Texas A&M with the point.
Bro, I don't. Why is that spread so low?
Texas A&M cannot have a game. They probably expecting them to be looking ahead to Texas.
Well, they cannot lose.
Let me see what Texas A&M schedule look like before.
Auburn's not, like I said, Auburn not bad now. They're not bad. It's just a turnover for them. As long as they don't turn that rock over, they're good to go.
Texas A&M has an offense that can do stuff, and Auburn does not.
So that's the problem. It's too iffy with Auburn's offense, literally. So we'll leave that alone. Army minus 14. I mean plus 14 or Notre Dame minus 14. I know they're gonna win, but I just.
Part of me would want to. If I had to pick one, I would pick Notre Dame, but I'm not going to bet on that.
Yeah, I think it's a reach. They're 100% not losing. There's no chance they're losing.
I agree.
And I can see Army scoring. I can see Army scoring for no, bro. I watch fucking Army, bro. I watch them, and I watch Notre Dame. Army should have lost.
I think Notre Dame can definitely beat them by 17 plus. I just don't. I don't want them to do something stupid.
Yeah, bro. I watched that North Texas game. Army had a lot of rushing yards, but they did a good job containing it, putting them in tough situations to score, but their offense wasn't helping them out. They kept turning the ball over on the red zone. North Texas got a pick. They got a fumble. I mean, they were playing good football. Oh my God, Jake Ferguson's out. And it's on a neutral field too.
Neutral field though, you're gonna get way more Notre Dame fans at that game.
But I think it's on the baseball field, so them baseball fields be terrible.
Oh yeah, you don't have the same type of crowd involvement.
And the field be messed up.
Be dirt and shit.
Like
a cloud of dirt.
Yeah, I would leave that
5 yards in a cloud of dust type of game.
Yeah, basically. I think we're good with those picks though, Larry. I think we're good with the Ole Miss minus 10, Colorado minus 2.5 or money line. James Madison minus 6 up to 7. possibly the Notre Dame Army under. Well, I don't know. I just know Notre Dame's going to fucking win. I cannot believe Louisville went out there and killed my ticket and lost to Stanford.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was crazy. Let me read off you these teams. I mean, literally, this has just been what we've been doing for the last 3 weeks, and they've been working just give or take one team that just – when you go to team rankings and just look at the teams that can't stop the run and look at the points they give up, they're all bad. And I usually go to the last 3 because I don't care what you did from week 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Bro, literally our whole roster for the Cowboys is hurt. Literally. Marquise Bell just got hurt. Literally the whole roster. And Jake Ferguson's out. Middle Tennessee, ass. Give up 312 yards a game. North Texas, ass on defense, 297. But they also play Army and Navy. Kent State, 297. Charlotte, 284. Wyoming, 264. Mississippi State, 266. Georgia State, 249. They play JMU. Southern Mississippi is so bad. So bad. If you're behind Florida State in any statistical category, I'm going to know something. LSU, Washington State all give up 220 a game on the ground. Like UAB, 200. I stopped looking like right at App 187. I stopped right at App. No. Yeah, App, because I've watched them give it up on the run. So I know that if you're giving it up like that, there's no need to even throw on you.
Yeah.
And then the number 1 team in the country for giving up yards per carry is Wyoming, 7.8, and they're playing Gentry this week. Kent State, 7.4. And
He's going to have 200 yards in the first half.
This ain't the season. This is the last 3 games. That's what you're doing now.
He's going to have 200 yards. He's going to have 183 yards in the first half.
Probably. Charlotte, 5.9. They gave up 8.9 last game. Florida Atlantic, 5.9. Georgia State plays JMU. So there's a common theme. If I see your ass up here on this list, oh no.
I'm betting against you every week.
Every week because the law of average says you can't stop nobody.
If I'm getting points.
Yeah. And if I'm looking for the overs, okay, Florida gives up 307 yards passing a game, and they're playing Ole Miss this week.
Ole Miss Jackson Dart going to throw for 350 plus.
Yeah.
340 at least.
So, who else? Southern Miss gives up 300 yards a game in the air, but that's probably because people can't run on them. Purdue, they're behind Purdue. That's alarming. Minnesota gives up 263 the last 3 games. Washington 260. I don't really care what your ranking is for the year. I want to see what you're doing for the last 3 games because that's conference games, and more than likely you've played one bad team, or you play one bad team, one really good team, and one average team. So we're going to find you in the middle.
Yeah.
But
Shit, what's the Cowboys' record right now? Try to get on topic. What's y'all record?
I think we're 3-6. Yeah, 3-6.
Oh, y'all think y'all sneaky. Everybody hurt, huh? Y'all about to get
we're
y'all.
getting the top 5 pick.
Y'all about to get into Shador, Cam Ward.
No, we're not getting Shador. We're getting hell no, we're not. We ain't taking a quarterback. Hell no. Dak is still our future. We just paid this motherfucker. He ain't the problem. It's the staff. I want the Lions offense. I want the Lions offensive coordinator.
Oh, so y'all getting Travis?
Man.
Y'all might be getting Travis.
Joe Mixon is going crazy right now, bro.
Y'all gonna end up with Travis and Shiloh. Shiloh gonna be y'all
definitely
5th round pick. He gonna be like a 5th, 6th round pick to y'all or something.
But yeah, we stink. Wow, Holden. But yeah, I think we're cooking. I'll send that to you. Is there anything you want to add? Put your on if you go into the notes, put
Yeah.
your logo on the stuff that we won't even do the nuclear one. I mean we can, because I put it on my favorite. I haven't even put the stuff I like. So yeah, go ahead and put your stuff on there, and everybody, I'll put these picks out.
That's a bet.
All right.
All right.